This video will demonstrate the new feature that we are adding to scan result policies, where we are comparing results from all the pipelines related to a change in an MR. So basically, the idea of this feature is that every change or every branch that has multiple pipelines, we consider the pipelines based on the given source, unique for each given source. So that means if a target branch has multiple pipelines from different sources, like on push and a scheduled pipeline and through a security orchestration policy, we take the latest pipeline for each of the source and we take them for comparison to get the findings from those pipelines. So this is still in development behind a feature flag. So to demonstrate this, I've taken two projects, one on gitlab.com where the feature flag is not enabled yet, and one on my local instance where the feature flag is enabled. So this project has a bunch of security scans that run on a pipeline, but the simple change that we have is that on a default branch, there are 4 different security scans that run. But on an MR, we have another merge request pipeline, which runs only for the container scanning job. So this means that this particular scan job would run as a separate pipeline in an MR. So I have created a couple of MRs here in this project already, and also on gitlab.com where the feature flag is not enabled. So I'll quickly go ahead and see the differences between them. So this change is just updating the README file. And as we can see here, there are 2 pipelines that got run for this particular MR, and there are 2 pipelines, as we said, and there are multiple scan jobs on the first pipeline and a single scan job for the container scanning in the second pipeline, which is of type merge request. So in the old case, we take this pipeline for the comparison, and we take the results from the container scanning job, and we assume that the vulnerabilities have not been detected, but the security scan jobs have been removed because the default branch has 4 security scans, but this latest pipeline has only 1 security scan job. So this would enforce an approval from the scan result policies that this project has already been configured with. Unlike in this project, with the feature flag enabled, we will not have the approval enforced because we take both these pipelines into consideration, and also we take the pipeline from the default branch, which has all the security scan job that has executed. So the logic that we pick the pipelines for comparison is using the latest SHA. So any pipeline that has the same SHA and it is the latest on the default branch or the branch in the MR, we take those pipelines into consideration for the comparison. So this feature would also work for complex pipeline scenarios where if there are pipelines in the default branch that run for different sources, like for example, running for a scheduled job and running through scan execution policy. So in this, there is another project in gitlab.com that I've created that has the same set of jobs, but it also has scheduled jobs in it. So for example, this particular job is a scheduled job and it has the same pipeline, same commit as the default one, but it just executes 2 of the security scan jobs. So even in this case, if the feature flag is enabled, it would consider all the pipelines with a given SHA, and it would take the results from all the pipelines, security scan job results from all the pipelines, and take them into considerations. So this would make sure that all the results from all pipelines are considered, so that we don't miss out on pipelines that run on a detached mode or on a merge request event mode.